Hey y'all, here we are again. I'm trying to do more videos. As you can tell, I'm like overloading you with videos, but there's so much going on this week. We did the weekly upload the first time this week on IGTV, and everything is being loaded to my YouTube. So keep that in mind, because here's the thing. IGTV and Instagram, all that jazz, I'm already not on Facebook anymore. So I can't guarantee that I'll be around here forever. So most of you know who I am. I'm Binford's All Naturals, Ashley Binford, the creator of Binford's All Naturals, a natural wellness brand centered around the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. So I'm kind of fuse health and wellness with spiritual health and wellness. I think that they belong together. So a lot of my work is also intuitive, energetic, sort of cosmic energy downloads, I guess you would say. And that's what today is. So we have a new moon in Pisces. I'm excited to talk about the new moon. The moon really deals with our mood and emotions. Mushy. I was going to say mushy. Those mushy feelings, those things we want to run away from or that we feel too much of, depending on your sign or the elements that are heavy in your chart. You may or may not deal with your emotions well. So the moon is moving every 2.5 days, and every 2.5 weeks it's going from new to full. So we are always dealing with the cycles, the changes, the tides. Pisces is a water sign. Pisces is ruled by the moon, or well, is influenced by the moon rather, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune, 12th house. Jupiter is also influenced here, and it's about our shadow character work. Not only is it the shadow character work, it's the work passed down to you from your ancestors, angels, and guides. So there are a lot of secrets, karmic secrets, genetic codes, DNA, frequencies that are embedded in you, passed down to you. So it also deals with, though, the dreamy side of life, our hopes, our dreams, and things outside of our earthly existence. You know, this idea or belief of spirit and something so much more and so much deeper, because Pisces really is one of the deepest, most empathetic, most understanding, intuitive signs there is. So it's your destiny to, though, being here, being born, dealing with these people, places, and things, dealing with this blood, with this karma, with this predestined work. It is your destiny to do it, but it's been passed down to you, and you're prepared, you are protected. Your ancestors, angels, and guides are standing beside you every step of the way. So you aren't as isolated as you think. And when you start to feel isolated, and when you start to feel alone this new moon, or if you've already started to feel that way, like this is really hard, like my parents, my ancestors, all of them passed down so much hard work for me to do. Well, no shit, but it's not all of yours to do. And we talked a lot about that this past week with the prosperity portal. You know, it's not your job to carry the weight of the world. It's not your job to carry the weight of your ancestors, angels, and guides. It's your job to heal what you can mentally, physically, and emotionally. You can't do it all, and you're not expected to do it all. So have that awareness and know that this deconstruction and reconstruction is absolutely necessary. Get inside your mind, get inside your heart, get inside your body, and start doing the work mentally, physically, and emotionally. Deal with yourself, your soul self, your higher self, the ego self. The ego self is necessary, but it's not the end all be all. We need the ego in a way to be a catalyst for our growth, for our strengths, for our weaknesses, to heal, and for us to rise into our power. But don't be decepted by ego and the ego of others. We could be dealing with loss, limitation, things outside of our control, especially with all the vaccination things going on, you know? So there's a lot of scandal and secrets and enemies that we aren't really even aware of, because the 12th house is also dealing with the north and south node. South node primarily with your ancestors, angels, and guides being the deceptive, deeper, darker frequencies that we have to acknowledge about ourselves and others, you know, because once you acknowledge your godliness, once you acknowledge your flaws, then you start to see them in others and judge others less. So that it's all about a lack of, you know, literally coming to terms with, you can't judge others. You're dealing with the same thing, and we keep avoiding the work trying to judge others. We got to stop doing that. So as I already said, Pisces is a water sign. I'm going to start with Pisces and then move into Aries and the rest of the signs. We're going to talk heavily about each of the signs, and we're also going to talk about the retrogrades, okay? So I'm going to start with Pisces here, and this information will actually be for everybody, the Pisces information, because it's a Pisces new moon. So Pisces is a strong and compassionate sign, as I've already said. It's very, very empathetic and intuitive, full of grace, wisdom, and all these downloads. They're also, Pisces can be like musicians. They're deep and dark and have the lyricism there. But they are weak in a few areas when it comes to fear, trust, overcompensation, and escapism, desiring a new life, wanting a new life, being a victim here. So we've all got to work on those areas of weakness, and we want to work with those strengths with compassion, intuition, and your grace and your charm and your poetic nature. Okay, I'm giving you a poetic license. So anyways, I have my tissue today because I don't know about you, but allergies are driving me crazy already and everything. So anyways, a lot of downtime, a lot of relaxing, a lot of resting, a lot of rejuvenation, because that's when the ideas and the thoughts and the good vibrations come to us more fluidly. Okay, so get into yourself, get into your zone, get into your little, like, you know, ritual space, whatever you got going on for this new moon. And stay away from people that push your buttons. You could be super sensitive right now. Stay away from people that cause conflict. Stay away from the naysayers. Stay away from the people that are contrasting you if you don't want to see that right now. Because with new and full moons, there's a lot of contrast. You can do it on your own, or it will be revealed to you via other people. So if you aren't down with other people showing it in your face, shoving it in your face, whatever the case, stay home, rest, relax, rejuvenate at home, okay? And a few elements that you could work with the Pisces energy. Lang Lang, jasmine, basil, holy basil would be great to drink and work with. You can make a tea or take the tincture, and citrus of any kind, okay? Because we're dealing with the sacral chakra and a water sign. So we want to deal with these light, airy, sort of lilac and jasmine and violet. And think about spring coming up. All of these scents are going to allure, or rather lure you, because they're so alluring. Oh yeah, I'm loving that blend already thinking about it. But definitely get in touch with your sacral chakra and the planet Neptune, your dreams, your hopes, your dreams. And some compatible signs obviously are the other water signs, Cancer and Scorpio. And Virgos are going to be good for you right now, because they're not going to be pushing your buttons, but they will help draw out your perfection, bring it out in you, because they like fixer-uppers, okay? But here's the thing. Get out of your head and into your heart and start doing the work mentally, physically, and emotionally. You aren't the victim here. You are the hero. You have psychic gifts. You have abilities. You have things that have been passed down to you, magical things that have been passed down to you, in addition to the karmic work and cycles that we're cleansing and clearing. There's good and bad, okay? So you have to come to own these gifts. If your ancestors, angels, and guides didn't own them in their past life, you have to stand up and finally do it for them, okay? So go after your dreams. As I already said in the other reading, phenomenal things are going to be happening all around you. Magical, mystical, wondrous things that you never imagined happening. Trust your visions. Trust your intuition. There is a chance for miraculous healing. I already talked about this. Cleansing and clearing, mental, physical, and emotional. Weight being lifted off of you and others. It is available to those that believe in it, okay? So believe in your inner wisdom and stop trying to escape your life. It's not so depressing here, mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's depressing because you've allowed it to get so bad. Yeah, things are going on crazy around the world, but crazy amazing things are going on around the world. Things are happening simultaneously. We do not have the good without the bad. If there is a problem, there is a solution equally, simultaneously created in this universe. It is just that way. So Pisces, you want to give yourself some extra love. You want to trust your intuition. Really stop denying yourself this beautiful gift that you've been given. Have more sympathy for yourself. You're so good at sympathizing and empathizing with other people. You have to start doing that with yourself. That's why you feel like the victim here, because you're like, well, it's me. I feel it all. I'm just such a feeler. I'm a healer. You can't be a healer if you can't heal yourself, okay? So be more positive. Stop being so negative. Stop being so pessimistic. You are cleansed and cleared of everything from the past. It does not follow you forward. It's not like a cart you lug around. And if it was, my God, you'd put it down already. So stop carrying the past hurt and pain and shame and guilt and whatever, whether it's yours or passed down to you, with you. Stop doing that. Let it go. Put it down. Shout out to Mero for that fucking amazing post. So you are a mix of emotions, that is for sure, but you are a divine creation. Every part of you is for a reason. Every feeling that you feel is for a reason, okay? So right now we're all going to crave that intimate touch though. As far as the Pisces new moon energy goes, we're getting more intimate with our touch, more personable with people, places, and things. So we are in need or desiring perfection, okay? Or excuse me, we are desiring affection. My phone sent me a message and I was reading it and I just was like, I don't know why I read that as perfection. Affection. Tender, loving care. TLC. Whether you got to give it to yourself or you're going to get it from someone else, it doesn't matter to me. So you have to facilitate that, okay? You aren't unloved. And if you're feeling unloved, you probably don't love yourself enough if you're relying on other people to love you, okay? So get with the program. You got to get in touch with your dreams. Start dream journaling. I already talked about that a lot. Speak up and out if you want to be heard, and what you have to say matters. So your dreams matter. You have to bring them to life. So you have to speak them to life, whether it's writing it down and doing the 5x55 ritual, or whether it is talking to the people, places, and things and getting them into alignment and making shit happen for you. Your dreams aren't just gonna fall out of the sky. That's not how it happens. You have to be a co-creator here, okay? So that is something you definitely got to work on. And you really have the ability to influence a lot of people if you step into your power. So what are you doing? I mean, playing on the sidelines like that. Get in there, get in the motherfucking game. I'm tired of it. So you could be feeling sensitive and vulnerable and weak, or you could have worked on those problems and feeling in your power and you're ready to rise and shine. And I pray that you are ready to rise and shine. You're getting away from paranoia. I know that that stage fright always happens. I mean, you could probably play those songs 1,000 times if you're a musician, or if you're an actor, say those lines 1,000 times and still get that nervous feeling like I don't know what I'm doing. And that's that inner fraud in all of us, that we just think we're fake, we're phony, whatever the case may be. But you're as real as anything can be, and you're the real deal. So make it happen for yourself. Use your feelings to create. Don't use them to self-sabotage. Don't use them to drown in. Don't use them to be a victim. Use your feelings to say, I feel that, I know that, and I can write about that, talk about that, explain that to others, facilitate a thing for others, whatever, you know. Stop letting this gift be a burden, okay? So appreciate your gifts, rise up into your power, whether it be art, music, spirit, whatever. Just rise into your power. Stop holding on to the past, hurt and pain, y'all. It's really not doing anything for anyone. When we hold on to those stories of victimization, when we hold on to that like a badge of honor, like we're a fucking Girl Scout, and it's like, look at my chest, look at all these things I've been through. It does nothing for you. What can you do? Where are you going? I don't give a shit what you done. Let's go. Come on now. So accept that as necessary stepping stones, fuel for whatever. Don't let it be like a scar you wear because you feel honored to wear it. Yeah, you've been through some trials and tribulations, but good God, let's go on now. Let's move forward. Stop sacrificing yourself like you're Jesus nailed to the cross. Really? Is that bad? Your life is that bad? Come on, let's go. Pick yourself up, grab the tissues, let's go. It's time to work, you guys. So as far as the new moon goes, that was all of the energy, and now I'm going to get into the signs, but I do want to read for Pisces first the Mercury retrograde information that I have for you. You're gentle and kind, you really are, and you speak almost as a poet. So some people don't understand everything you're fucking saying because they can't interpret it, okay? So you got to be understanding of that, and don't be so offended, hurt, and sensitive when people don't understand you, especially during the Mercury retrograde. Now, you have a vision that's clear in your mind, but speaking it to some people might not be easy. So don't be let down if they don't understand you, if you're trying to bring your dream out there, bring this business or creation to life, whatever the case may be. It'll come together, but this retrograde is going to make it a little hard for you, perhaps, to come up with the right words unless you've been working on this, because that's what I want to say. The duality here with the retrogrades, it also brings you back to areas where you've been doing the work and you can bust it out and fucking make it happen for yourself. I know that's been happening for me regarding technology and things like that, because that is what Mercury really rules, is our communication, technology, commerce, and everything being online. Now my business is fucking online. So for decades, I've been having issues with online shit. And now I feel like I'm finally conquering it because I've been revisiting it every Mercury retrograde, doing the work, acknowledging it, and that's how we make the progress, okay? So Pisces, you got to get with the program and stop saying what you think other people want to hear. Also, stop being nice just for the sake of being nice. No, you got to say it like it is, okay? That could get you into some serious trouble because people need honest feedback, really, and that's not helping anybody when you're just like, oh, playing it like cool. I almost want to say playing both sides of the fence. You almost got to choose, you know. So anyways, speak up and out, share your ideas with others because you're full of beautiful ideas. I mean, you're one of the most brilliant signs there are as far as intuition, downloads, and just like vision go. But you're afraid to share them, or you share them with the wrong people because you don't trust the right people because you've been burned before. I talked about that in the prosperity portal. All these things going on for you. You just have to work on your confidence, work on your trust of yourself and that fucking intuition. Once you get your intuition on point, you're not going to make these juvenile mistakes down the road so much, okay? So enough about Pisces already. Let's get to Aries. I know all my Aries are like, come on. Like they already probably stopped watching. They have the attention span of a fucking gnat. Anyways, Aries, control your motherfucking energy because if you direct your energy properly, you can move mountains. You can make the sun rise. I mean, you can do any goddamn thing you want to do, Aries, okay? But you got to be okay with, how shall I say it? Hang-ups, hold-ups, stop signs, for God's sakes. You got to stop at the stop sign. I'm sorry. It's there for a reason, okay? So unforeseen blocks and obstacles, things like